What's the most disturbing thing you found while cleaning out a deceased relative's house? Uncle Ferdinand was the family mystery. Never married, lived alone in this massive Victorian house he inherited, only showed up to holidays with the same green bean casserole. When he died at 73, I was the only relative willing to clean out his place. Everyone else was too busy. I figured it would take a weekend. I was wrong. The house looked normal at first. Dusty furniture, old books, exactly what you'd expect. I started in the living room, boxing up donations and trash. Behind the couch, I found 47 identical garden gnomes, all facing the wall. Weird, but Uncle Ferdinand was eccentric. Day 2, I tackled his bedroom. The closet was full of suits, all navy blue, all the exact same size. But they weren't his size. They were smaller. Women's size 8. 34 identical navy suits with the tags still on. In his sock drawer, I found 200 unused pregnancy tests. Not expired ones forgotten in a cabinet. Brand new, bought recently, organized by brand. The bathroom medicine cabinet had 19 bottles of prenatal vitamins, all different brands, all unopened. The linen closet contained nothing but baby blankets. Not vintage ones from when he was young, fresh ones with modern cartoon characters, price tags attached. I called my mom. Did Ferdinand have a girlfriend we didn't know about? Not that I know of. He's been single since the 70s. The basement was worse. Boxes and boxes of children's toys, organized by age, newborn to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months, all the way to age 10. Everything still in packaging. The dates on the receipts went back 15 years. He'd been buying baby stuff for 15 years. In his office, I found filing cabinets. Instead of taxes or bills, they contained printed emails. Hundreds of them, all from different women, all with similar messages. Thank you for your interest in adoption, but we've chosen another family. Each rejection was carefully labeled with a woman's name and date, but Ferdinand had never tried to adopt, at least not legally. I found no adoption agency paperwork, no home studies, no official applications. These were private adoption attempts. He'd been contacting pregnant women directly, offering to adopt their babies, for 15 years. The guest bedroom made my skin crawl. It was a nursery, crib, changing table, rocking chair, the works. But everything was arranged wrong. The crib faced the corner. The changing table was against the window where a baby could roll off. The toy shelves were organized by color, but at heights no child could reach. It was like someone had seen pictures of a nursery, but never understood how they actually functioned. I found his laptop in the kitchen. The browser history was thousands of parenting blogs, motherhood forums, and pregnancy websites. He had 17 different accounts on parenting sites, all with female names. Sandra Mom of 3, Blessed Mother 92, Tired Mama 2018. In each account, he pretended to be a mother, giving advice about childbirth and breastfeeding and sleep training. One conversation made me stop breathing. A real mother had posted about considering adoption for her unborn child. Ferdinand, as caring mom of 4, had private messaged her, offered to connect her with a wonderful family he knew, gave an address to me. It was his address. The woman had responded that something felt off and stopped replying. That was 3 weeks before he died. In the attic, I found the worst thing. Photo albums, but not of family. Pictures of pregnant women at grocery stores, parks, doctor's offices, taken from distances, zoomed in on their bellies. Hundreds of photos spanning years. Some women appeared multiple times, photographed throughout their pregnancies. None of them were looking at the camera. They had no idea they were being photographed. The final album was different. It contained birth announcements cut from newspapers, organized by date, but certain ones were circled in red. I looked up the circled dates. They were all babies who'd been adopted. He'd been tracking which babies in our town were adopted for over a decade. The last page had a single photo. A woman at a bus stop, heavily pregnant, looking tired. Written on the back in Ferdinand's shaky handwriting, perfect candidate, due next month, husband left, works at Kroger, financial troubles, named Bethany. I called the police. They said nothing was illegal. The photography was all in public spaces. The emails were creepy but not threatening. The purchases were just shopping. The online impersonation was weird but not criminal since he never scammed money or made threats. But they did agree to do welfare checks on all the women in the photos they could identify, especially Bethany. She was real, 8 months pregnant. Said an elderly man had been showing up at her work, asking about her pregnancy, offering help. She thought he was just a lonely old customer. The police told her everything. She went pale and immediately changed jobs. We donated everything to women's shelters after the police cleared it. Thousands of dollars of baby supplies that never got used for their disturbing intended purpose. The house sold to developers who tore it down. The family doesn't talk about Ferdinand anymore. We just say he died quietly, which I suppose is true. But sometimes I wonder what would have happened if he'd lived longer, if Bethany had been more desperate, if just one of those women had said yes to his offers. And I wonder how none of us noticed that Uncle Ferdinand, who brought the same casserole for 30 years, had been planning to steal someone's baby the entire time.